All right, people. So we are at the one track. This is in South Carolina. And it's got some highway road right here. I believe this is the back of the property. But yeah, it's interesting. Some loud traffic. But this is what we need. I just had to have a work meeting. There's no service here. But yeah, as long as you got a Starlink, you're fine. Got the bigger hat on today. So this is it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm already more in love with what we've seen yesterday. This track that we're here to look at, there's a couple of them. There's a smaller one. I believe there's a 25, there's a 20. I don't know if there's a 15 still. And then there is a 260 acre parcel here. But this has all been clear cut, and now they've got it planted with these young pines. So in about 10 years, this could be logged out again. I don't know much more other than that. I will say that Jill's nervous. She's very nervous about this. But again, we're not moving here for many years. But she is very nervous. She's nervous. So our realtor's 15 minutes out. I don't know. So what I'm thinking about is yesterday, what we saw. Yeah, there you go. Now she's all country. She's got her boots on. She's afraid of snakes.
Look, I got my...
Yeah, she's got a buckle. I will say that yesterday, that land looked more manageable than this so far, but we haven't even been in here. So there are some roads cut in. Again, now I'm starting to think that, pennies and dollars, and no water, no electric. I don't even see electric out on the street anywhere near here. This just seems like it's all timberland. But we'll have a gander at it. And again, this one's about $100,000 more right off the bat from where we were yesterday. So I don't know. This is why we're down here looking.
Look at that baby.
It's filthy. Filthy. But so we'll look at this, and then we're heading up to another town, which is also rural, but has a town to it. And we're gonna check that one out. But after we look here, I want to drive through what they say is the town here and see if we like it at all.
I feel like we need to do that with every property we look at. We need to look at what's around. Like I just talked to our daughter, and she's like, "There's no town." I was like, "I don't think so." We
don't know. I mean, the one yesterday.
She's not worried because she's not planning on living with us.
The one yesterday, there was a big town 25 minutes away, like full-blown town, with Walmarts and Targets and Home Depots and all sorts of stuff. I don't know what's here. We're gonna have to look.
Half hour.
26 minutes. We're gonna round it off for Jill and say it's a half hour. That's fine. But here, I mean, again, there's no electric anywhere on site, which scares me. Again, I'm really good with solar, so I could probably, no matter what, get us power. There's nothing here so far, so we'll see what the realtor says. But so far, I'm liking yesterday's. I did find an academy that did not have the ammunition I needed, and then I found everyone said you gotta go to the Ace Hardware. Oh my god, that was the nicest gun store I've ever seen. It was at a hardware store. These people had everything. The guy was helpful. You weren't so happy. We just got into chatting. She's gonna have to get used to being down south.
I was like, get to your point already.
And we're just having a dandy conversation.
And he was talking so slow.
I'm used to it. I'm down here all the time.
And I was like, this is why New Yorkers can't go down south, because I'm like, we got places to go. Just say what you want to say, and so we can get the heck out of here.
But we did it. We got the ammo we needed, so now we are safe for the snakes today. I just had a conference call, and one of the people I work with was saying if you shoot a rattler, he wants the skin. So if we see one,
have the whole thing.
Well, we have to cut the head off because they can bite you.
I heard that was me. Don't do that.
Yeah, I thought someone was walking up. Last night in the hotel, some guy ran up on me, and I was tired as could be. It made me jump.
He was like Uber.
He just appeared, and I got nervous. But all right, I'm gonna shut this off, and yeah, we'll talk about this after we meet with the realtor. So awesome.
Toodles.
All right, so that was tracks 2 and 3 for us, and right now we're in South Carolina, east of Florence. I'm not going to start saying where we are because I got a little freaked out yesterday with people trying to figure out what lands we're looking at, and I don't want to lose them until we know. But we'll tell you exactly everything once we know. Shoot, by the time these videos come out, we might have already purchased. So we just looked at and there's a short up. I'm loading it now, but again, this will come out much later. We have a highway at the back, and we have this at the front. And I'll pick this up in a second and show you. But this area so far, I am actually liking a lot more than the one we were at. And we booped this yesterday. It just seems cleaner. Is it because of the road? It just seems cleaner.
This has a dirt road. The other one had a paved road.
And there's a lot of live oaks. There's a lot of Spanish moss. It's definitely further south by about 80 miles than where we were. This land, at first, when we first pulled up to it, the 25 acre at the back of the highway where we came in, made me a little nervous because it was real thick. But you can tell this has all been clear cut. It's been put with young growth trees in. There's a lot of gum trees in here. I was talking to the realtor. It looks like a prescribed burn and a brush hog, and we could get 99% of this down. The soil does perk. There is well water available. We'll have to drill, so that's an expense. But there is a power line right above us, so there is power right where we are standing. Let me boot this so I can still see myself. Sorry, people.
And it's an hour away from the beach.
We're an hour away from the beach, but we're an hour away from a better beach. So we don't like Myrtle Beach. Call it Dirty Myrtle. Sorry if you love it. It's just, it's too many people. We want to be more exclusive or excluded from hordes of people. If we do the beach, she's never gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
No, she ain't. We want to be in a quieter beach. We love the Surf City area. That's about as busy as we like it. So yeah, pretty cool. Here comes a truck. We're gonna try to talk to some neighbors, but so far I do like tracks 2 and 3. I do like 3, which is the 20 acre, more so than the 25, just for affordability. The problem is yesterday we really found out how inexpensive land can be, and that's really unfortunately pulling on me. But this does look like a much nicer town, much nicer area. We do got a guy coming up here. Hopefully he'll chat with us, but yeah, kind of cool. We don't know where we're gonna go. We still got 2 more to go look at up in Manning, so we'll see. But I'm gonna actually try to talk to this guy, so excuse me for a second. All right, so again, this is the road that goes all the way straight down. Got some Spanish moss right here. We got this beautiful field. Looks like he might be doing hay in here. I can't tell just yet. Doesn't look like hay to me, but who knows.
The negative that we've come up with so far is you can hear the main road.
No, it's pretty loud.
Well, it's not like
they're gonna hear it.
Yeah,
you can hear that.
You can hear
truck.
it. You can hear the trucks on the main road behind us, which is sort of far, but you can still hear them.
So see, lots of live oaks on this property as well. We're not going to see them from here. So the 20 acre tract goes down almost to that telephone pole, if you can see it, or that power pole, but back a bit, because the 25 only has about 50 feet of road frontage down by that power pole, where the 20 is more road frontage on this particular road. The 25 goes back behind, there's a house down there, it goes back behind that house and squares out and then goes back to the highway. I think the 20 is more manageable for us here. I really do. I'm gonna plop you back up here, people. There is a guy with some horses just down that way.
We were talking, but we can't go on his property.
He's got some cool no trespassing signs. There's little targets that says, if you can see this, you're too close. But I might just give him a honk and just see what he thinks about living here. I mean, it's smart if you are going out and about looking at land to definitely talk to people. We do have another drive. It's about an hour back towards Florence almost, but southwest of here to go look at some of the others. My phone's been blowing up the whole time.
Further away from the beach.
Further, no, it's actually closer to the Charleston beaches, which are the nicer beaches, right? So it's still going to be within the hour and a half.
So they're all about, everyone we've looked at about the same.
This is an hour from what that realtor just told us to Myrtle. He said from Florence to Myrtle is an hour. We're already closer, so he said that this is under an hour from here. The one we were at yesterday was about an hour and 20 minutes to Myrtle, not Myrtle, to
wherever.
other beaches. And then the other one we're going to look at is about an hour and a half to the Charleston beaches. So I don't know where we're going to wind up, but I tell you, even though this one's more money, I'm tempted to put an offer in on this. I just gotta see what our line of credit's looking like. I mean, it's definitely still doable. It's more money though, right? And I still gotta pay for a well. So no matter what, I'm gonna have to do a well here, which sort of sucks. But the other one's already got city water. City water is huge.
City water is huge, but then well water, you have no water bill.
You have no water bill, but you have a $30,000 expense putting that well in properly. All right, could I go ahead and put some sandpoint wells in here? We're going to be doing horses and stuff like that. Yeah, I would absolutely do some sandpoint wells. I mean, right here there's water, so I'm sure the table's pretty low, but I'm going to assume 30,000 for a proper well that will give us all the water we need. Anyway, we're going to do another video on the next one. We're going to be in the exact same clothes, but I'm going to close this one out as tracked from this morning. This will be track 2 and 3, and we'll get tracked 1 up. Doesn't matter. I always do this with all my videos. I talk about the other videos. None of them are up yet, so none of this even matters to you people. But if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please hit us up. And come on, share this. If you're from the Northeast and you're moving down south, we're going to show you everything. If you have questions, let us know. We've been traveling around now for weeks looking at this stuff, and we're getting pretty darn good at it. Wouldn't you say?
And if we still haven't bought, you can send us things that we should ask.
Tell us stuff that we should be asking. Absolutely. I will say, if you do come to look, you're going to want to arm yourself with snake shot and whatever you have. I will guarantee that, and plus to find out that there's feral hogs on this property.
And some cowgirl boots.
Yeah, you want the boots, so you got the bite protection. And there you go. At least you get a little bit of strike protection with those when you're walking raw land. Obviously, be careful, look where you're stepping. Don't jump up onto trees and just step right off. Jump off of them. Yeah, your Ariats. She loves Ariat. She's got her Ariat pants on too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just, you know, obviously be mindful and think of things that you need us to tell you or whatever. But we're here. So cheers, and look forward to seeing you in the next video.
Toodles!